The gravel crunched under the van's tires as the paranormal investigation team, Spectre Seekers, pulled up to Blackwood Manor. Dusk painted the sky in hues of bruised purple and bleeding orange, casting long skeletal shadows from the gnarled trees that clawed at the property's edge. The manor itself loomed against the fading light, a Gothic silhouette of pointed towers and vacant staring windows. It was a place where whispers were said to linger on the wind, a monument to a tragic history that had seeped into its very foundations. Liam, the team's seasoned leader, stepped out, his breath fogging in the sudden chill. "All right, team," he announced, his voice low but steady. "Let's see if the legends are true. Gear up. Remember, stick together and document everything." He looked over at Maya, their tech specialist, who was already calibrating her array of EMF meters and thermal cameras, her expression one of focused skepticism. For her, every haunting had a logical explanation, and Blackwood Manor was just another puzzle to be solved with data and reason. The heavy oak doors groaned open, inviting them into a darkness that felt ancient and alive. Inside, dust motes danced in the beams of their flashlights, illuminating a grand foyer frozen in time. Gilded frames held portraits of stern-faced ancestors, their eyes seeming to follow the team's every move. As Liam and the others began their initial sweep, Maya found herself drawn to the library, a vast room lined with towering bookshelves. Her EMF meter, which had been quiet until now, began to spike erratically near a section filled with leather-bound tomes. "Liam, I've got something over here," she called out, her curiosity piqued. The readings were off the charts, localized to a single ornate bookshelf. Running her fingers along the spines of the books, she felt a subtle click. A section of the wall receded, revealing a narrow, hidden passage choked with cobwebs. A wave of cold air washed over her as she stepped inside, discovering a small secret study. On a dusty desk lay a silver locket and an old leather-bound diary. As Maya picked up the locket, a strange, dizzying sensation overwhelmed her. The intricate design etched into its surface was identical to one her grandmother used to own, a family heirloom lost years ago. Her skepticism began to fracture, replaced by a chilling sense of personal connection to this forgotten room. Her hands trembled as she opened the diary. The spidery script belonged to a Lady Blackwood, and the entries detailed a profound sorrow and a descent into madness following the loss of a child. The final entry was a desperate, chilling plea to an unseen entity, an incantation meant to bind her spirit to the house forever. As Maya read the final words aloud, the temperature in the room plummeted. The candle on the desk, long since extinguished, flickered to life with an unnatural blue flame. A whisper, cold as the grave, slithered through the air, coiling around her name. Maya. She spun around to see a translucent figure coalescing in the corner of the room. It was the ghost of Lady Blackwood, her face a mask of ethereal grief, her eyes fixated on Maya with an unnerving intensity. The spirit drifted closer, its ghostly hand reaching not for the diary, but for the locket still clutched in Maya's hand. A silent scream caught in Maya's throat, her rational mind completely shattered by the terrifying reality before her. "Maya, get out of there!" Liam's voice shattered the terrifying silence. He and the rest of the team burst in, their faces paling at the sight of the apparition. They grabbed a paralyzed Maya and dragged her from the secret room, the ghostly wail of Lady Blackwood echoing behind them. They didn't stop running until they were back in the van, tires squealing as they sped away from the manor's oppressive darkness. The drive back was silent, the team exchanging worried glances at Maya, who stared blankly out the window, her hand tightly gripping the locket she had unknowingly taken with her. She was no longer a skeptic, but a believer, marked by an experience that had left an indelible scar on her soul. As the van disappeared down the winding road, a final shot lingered on an upper window of Blackwood Manor. For a fleeting moment, the spectral face of Lady Blackwood appeared, her sorrowful, hollow eyes watching the van depart, a ghostly tear tracing a path down her translucent cheek before she faded back into the shadows.